Good morning, friends. Today we are going to dive into the realm of glass painting. And when I say glass painting, I have been, let me grab one. I have been painting on glassware for many years. Oh, I can't believe I don't have one right here. Hang on, people. It's a whole different ball of wax, let me tell you. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I had one right here, but I didn't. Here it is. Okay, I'm back. So for about 20 years, I've been painting on glassware. And glass is a non-porous, very slick surface. It has no tooth. And your brush basically, it's slick. It glides. It's a different animal. When I paint, I have to have a specific brush. If I don't, I'm not happy with it. It takes some practice. But what I'm going to teach you today with the glass paint is you do not need special brushes, you do not need practice, and I have had so much fun doing this, and I cannot wait to show you. I'm going to move this little guy aside and show you a couple things that we're going to do. The first one I did, I call the confetti glass, and I literally took Q-tips and I confettied this with the glass paint. Some of them will like to make like a little peak, and once it's dry you can take the back of a spoon and kind of push it down. Okay, so I did a confetti glass. Then I was going to do I'm still going to do this, but I was going to do a flower garden with swirly flowers. Well, I started swirling with a Q-tip and making all these fun textured polka dots. Okay, so I had so much fun doing this. The beauty of this is you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy, these are stemless wine glasses, and they're nice. It's nice quality. You can get margarita glasses, you can get wine glasses, water, beer glasses, you name it, they have it. Vases, I think this one, it's a sturdy, big votive or a vase. Dollar Tree, people, Dollar Tree. This one just might be my favorite. And I'm going to show you how I did this. And you can guess, little pieces of bubble wrap. But it just looks like so much fun to drink out of. So let's get started, because I have several ideas of things that I want to show you that we can do with this. All right. First and foremost, before you start painting on glass, you need to take a paper towel and wipe it really good with alcohol. It gets all the grease off. I also wipe my fingertips with that same paper towel. You do not want to eat chips while you're working on this. Just, you've got a lot of oil in your hands. So you want to clean the surface before starting. I also, if this has like a, sticker on it, I'll just put it in the sink in some hot water, and these things will slide right off. It's great. So the first thing you're going to do is take a little alcohol and wipe it down really good. Wipe your little fingers off. So I'm going to wipe this one down, and I had here it is. This was a flat container that I was going to actually paper mache on, like from last week, but I'm going to wipe this down too. So this is a flat surface. It's not curvy. Okay, but that'll work as well. All right. So back in the day when I started glass painting about 20 years, they had a brand called Liquitex Glossies, and I loved them. They were super opaque, super strong, and they stopped making them. And I was heartbroken because this was, part of my livelihood. Well, I did a lot of paint comparisons. They're made by Folk Art. They're called enamels. They say it's a gloss finish, and it does have a gloss finish. It is dishwasher safe once they're cured in the oven. And you can get these at Walmart. They do sell them there, or Michael's. When you look at the top, it has a wine glass on it. Now, there are some paints there that are called like a multi-surface paint, and they're going to have a wine glass. I'm going to see if I can find one to show you. A birdhouse on it and something else. I don't necessarily like those. They're not my favorite. And of course I can't find one at the moment. But like I said, I've done the research. These are the best. So just get the one with the glass on it. Now, what you do, it says air cure for 21 days or bake. Air dry an hour, place in a cool oven at 350, bake 30 minutes. You cool in the oven and then you pull it out. That's what I do. I cure it in the oven. I have run these through the dishwasher. Most of the time I always tell my customers just hand wash them, because I don't know, if something in the dishwasher like a knife or something could scratch it or, hurt the paint. I recommend don't soaking them. Anything that's hand painted, I don't think I would, even though it is, baked on, cooked on, I still don't think I would soak it in the sink like for hours and hours. There's, no sense in that. So, Folk Art enamels. These are less than $2 a piece. So, if you want to go and buy one of every little color, make sure you get black, make sure you get white, so you can mix and match, but look for the ones with just the wine glass on the top. All right, so you're going to clean it. All right, here we go. The first one I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how the Q-tips work, and you can also use an eraser on a pencil. And like if you have a good brand of Q-tip, which I had cheapo ones, the batting was starting to pull off a little bit and get stringy. So it kind of got a little icky. But, so, you can make dots. We're going to make dots in white and make them into daisies. Watch this. I'm just going to put my white right there. So here you have your washed glass. I'll get up close. One dot. It's kind of hard to see on white, isn't it, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could do 5 little dots. Do you see them? Oh, there they are. See how they're making a little peak? When they kind of dry, you can push them down a little bit. You can make them a little bit further apart. And these are just dipping and dotting. So I kind of like, the eraser. If you wanted it a bigger, oops, I'm not even in the camera. If you want it bigger, you can like circle it around a little bit to make it bigger. Now, once this is dotted, I'm trying to make sure you can see it really cute. Okay, there you go. You can go back and take yellow, put a yellow center like a daisy. Okay, how easy is that? And you could have little daisy wine glasses. All right, precious. These would be a fabulous gift. Your supplies, once you have your paint, 4 glasses is $4. So there are some little flowers. And you could take, I'm actually going to erase all this in just a second so I can do more on this glass. You could take a little green. Even if you had, if you didn't have a skinny brush, oh, come on, green. There we go. You could take the other end of the pencil, just like this, and just add a little green dab here and there. So we're not even painting with brushes on here. How precious is that? All right. So there are some flowers. So I'm obviously not going to dot all this for you because you just saw how I made dots. I started with one color at a time. I'm going to take my good old alcohol. I'm going to wipe this right off so I can keep using this glass. All right. The bubble wrap, which I found so cool looking. Oop, there goes my pencil. So the bubble wrap, all I did was I took small pieces of bubble wrap. And I mean, you could do a big piece, but it's probably going to get all over the place, and you probably don't want it all over the place. I took my paint, painted on my bubble wrap, okay, and then I held the glass in my hand, clean glass, right, and I pressed and pulled, and I did that in a couple of spots, and then I went and I changed my color. This is pink. You could do like all warm colors, you could do all cool colors. People would know whose glass is whose because they could have a different color scheme. And I'm just painting a little bit on top of my bubble wrap. And your fingers are going to get dirty, but that's okay. Even if your glass gets dirty, it's okay because you're never going to see it. And you just press. Oh, I'm not even on camera. Come on here. You just press and pull. And look at that. Isn't that cute? So if you don't want your colors mixing with your bubble wrap, you know, touching each wet color, you could, you know, do 4 of these. Do all your yellow first. Just let it dry for a few minutes and then come back and do, you know, another color. I put white down on this one first. You can see the white right here, right here. But I just think that is so fun. It's just happy. Okay, I'm going to wash this one off again. If you remember, I did it on Facebook for everybody to watch one day. And it was painting hydrangeas. And we used, oh, that's got a lot of paint on it, a cluster of Q-tips. Well, my friends, here we go. You can do the same. If I can find my Q-tips, let's see, where did I put them? Okay, I brought them out here. All right, let me find some Q-tips, people. And all my goodness here. All right, there's 2. Oh, here's something else you can use. Oh, these are fun. All right, so here's a little cluster of Q-tips. And like I said, if you buy the good Q-tips, they're probably, you know, like a Q-tip brand. And these are like Walmart brands. They probably will stay hooked together better. But let's do pink hydrangeas, since I have some pink here and some white. So you could tap and start printing all around. Leave a little air in there. Get some more white. That is a hydrangea bloom right there. Now, you could come back in with a brush. You can grab a small brush if you have one. It doesn't have to be fancy, right? And just pull together in a V. See how I'm just kind of pulling it together? So we're not painting anything crazy. But you have a hydrangea just from the Q-tips and stamping. How simple is that? You can handle that, people. You could do like the whole bottom of the glass. You could vary your colors. You could do blue hydrangeas and the purple. Do light pink, dark pink. I think it's cool to have a whole set of glasses where everyone knows, you know, whose glass is whose. All right, another thing. These are sponge brush, I guess, dabbers. You can get them at Walmart or any craft store. You can also use these to make circles, okay? And they make a little bit of texture on the surface. You can see a little bumpiness right there. But I'm okay with that. I kind of take them and twist them a little bit. Now, this, we're going to make some flowers out of this. And I'm going to grab another one because I have a bigger one too. Let's see here. Where that bigger one go? Oh, here it is. See, they come in a variety of sizes. But let's put some yellow down. These are pretty cool. And this is super easy as well. Okay, so I've got that nice and painted up. I'm just going to put it on, press it, and turn it. And you can see it's got the texture, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. Sometimes if your dauber's pretty big, you have to kind of rotate or kind of rock it on the glass. All right, so we might have these swirly things. Now, you could always go back when it's dry, a little bit drier, put a different color in the middle. Okay, so you're making a funky flower. Now, take that green brush that we had earlier and pull down a wiggly stem. Do they have to be straight? No. Go ahead and make them wiggly, because that way you're not really concerned with the straightness. Okay, you can go back, put a couple little dabs of little leafage here. Okay, just like that. Pull that wiggly down. Now you could have a darker green with little lighter green leaves. You can also go back, these little these little pinky things right here. Why couldn't you go back with another color? That might be the center of the flower. And you go back with some aqua, and you put aqua little teeny dots around that baby. Okay, to turn it into a funky flower. Or you make little dashes with your pencil. So we're still basically painting with junk, right? What else could you do? Let's see. You could take the end of the pencil, just like we did the little leaf. You could do smaller ones. You're basically printmaking with paint, all right? Now, once this is dry, you could go back and put little white dots in it with the white paint. There's all sorts of things you could do, all right? So think about what you could print. But I think these little flowers are so happy. See, you could even go back on this big one right here and go back around it. Now, who's to say flowers have to look like real flowers? Your mind's eye knows what they are if they are on a stem, people. Okay? Little flowers. How sweet is that? All right, hold it right here. Come on. Got my big arm in the way. There they are. But, oh my gosh, anybody would love a set of those. So I'm going to erase this one more time. This is probably the last time my paper towel can take this. So while I was doing the bubble wrap, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, how cool would it be when I'm painting glasses to do nothing but just crazy brush strokes all over my glass. So I'm talking about just crazy brush strokes and then going to a different color and crazy brush strokes. I think that would be amazing as well. And like I said, if you did all warm colors, your colors are not going to turn to mud. So I have warm and cool colors now. So I want to kind of be careful where I'm applying my yellow so it doesn't start mixing and making mud. But you get the gist. You know, that's kind of like the confetti. You could have a set of confetti, of brush strokes, of bubble wrap print. You know, you could keep with all the same color scheme and just absolutely go for it. I just think that's so cute. And you can keep going with that. Now, the other idea I had, I'm going to wipe this off a little bit real quick. I got a hot mess here. All right, we'll just put you down for now. The other idea I had was, if you take, and this is what I did. I was going to do the flowers, and I was circling them. But I had so much fun starting out making these circles with a Q-tip. So I put paint on my scraggly Q-tip here, and I just went in a circle. And I started putting these circles all over my my glass, my surface. And I did them on all the sides. I'm just going to show you on this one side. But I love how it's not a perfect circle because, you know, we're using a Q-tip here, people. And, you know, you don't have to worry about it being perfect. Who cares if it is not perfect? Let's throw out some orange here. And I thought, well, that would be an adorable way to utilize the Q-tips and not worry, because this is this is stress-free. You know, we're making art, people. It is not, we are not creating architecture. All right, so now we have a West Point or Christchurch color, you know, dots. And then you could go back in. What I think is a lot of fun is take a whole different color, like if this was white, and you go in and fill in like these spaces with even smaller dots. You know, you could, I mean, there's just, the possibilities are endless. While I was working, I'm like, okay, we could do daisies, hydrangeas, brushstrokes, confetti, bubble wrap, circle swirls. You know, I think I'm going to have a good time making some new wine glasses for this summer. Just because it's different. You know, they're just, and you can't mess it up. You cannot mess it up. And anybody, I think anybody would love to get a set of hand-painted, swirled, or confettied, or even, gosh, I think, kind of think the bubble wrap is my favorite, wine glasses. So, before you start, remember, alcohol. Get the grease off your hands. Get the grease off the glass. Definitely want to do that. And look for the Folk Art brand. They're called enamels, a gloss finish or enamel. And you want the ones that have the wine glass on the top of their lid. Like I said, there are some that have like a birdhouse, maybe like a pot, like a ceramic pot. I think that's what it is. And a wine glass. They call it like multi-surface paint. I'm not a fan of those. You could use them, but like I said, I've done the grunt work for you. Walmart, Michael's Arts and Crafts. I'm sure you could probably order them on Amazon, but like, I think they're $1.97 at Walmart. So I'm always picking up, you know, white, definitely, because I always use that to mix. And Q-tips, daubers. You know, think of what you can print with around the house. I thought about trying to use like a marker top, but I didn't know if I'd have to kind of like rock it, you know, on the glass to get it. So have fun, make some gifts, go to the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, Dollar Tree has a ton. You could even do this on white plates around the edge, okay? Have your confetti wine glasses and your confetti little dessert plates or dinner plates for this summer. You will have so much fun. All right, people, have a great week. I'll see you Monday. Bye.